Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to cover some must-do activities when you're trying to build with Replit, especially with Replit Agent. So this is for you budding designers or AI developers that are emerging out there that want to take advantage of how Replit works. I'm trying to save you a lot of time and effort with mistakes and things that I've learned along the way. So let's get right into it. The last 3 days, I've honestly just been going around in circles trying to get this thing debugged. So I'll just pause what I'm doing here with this agent so we can discuss some things we need to take care of. First thing is, always, before you start some new set of prompts that you want to test out and make changes, always download a zip. And the reason for that is when you're using this chat, once it gets long, it'll prompt you to create a new chat. As soon as you create a new chat, there goes all your checkpoints. So if something goes wrong, you cannot roll back. The only other way to roll back, and there's a limit to how far you can go, is to use the git function and to look at all of the commits you've done and roll back to a previous commit, where let's say you want to roll back to this one, you would click on that and hit restore all. I'm not going to do that now because I've actually made some progress. So they're two things you should always do. And the other thing you should consider doing, so if I open this in a new window, is to fork your REPL before you do any big changes. Because what's happened to me is I've gotten this Dividend Dynasty project to a point where it's almost ready to go, and it's basically broken everything. So we've been stuck in a loop of fixing TypeScript errors, server startup errors, styling errors that they seem self-referential. Like you go around in circles. Once you fix one, it breaks the others, and off you go. And that's pretty much happened for 3 days. So if you're trying to build a project where you want to avoid developer involvement and you want to be self-sufficient as much as possible using these AI tools, you got to take those precautions. Otherwise, you're going to hit all sorts of problems. And the debugging sometimes is too big for Replit. It'll tell you this task is too much to handle. I can't do it, break it down into smaller tasks. And since I'm not a developer, and many of you out there are not developers, you're not going to know what task to give it. Even if you look at the logs, the error logs in the console, and well, I've done this before, and direct it to fix this particular error or the Zod errors that are coming up, or this TypeScript error that is to do with the holdings coming up when we're doing currency conversion. It will still just end up going around in circles for days. Now, save yourself the days, because since they've done the recent update, you now get charged for usage. So instead of it running out of steam and saying, "Oh, you've reached your usage limit, come back in X amount of hours," it's just racking up a bill for you. Now, I don't know if something's changed in the AI that makes it take its time and rack up a bill and get stuck, but I've noticed that's what's happening. Like since the change 3 days ago, that's pretty much what I've encountered. So just take those precautions of downloading a zip via here, doing a fork, which I think I have in that new window, and yeah, just before you make any incremental changes, always keep a restore point of your own rather than the restore point that it provides you. And that's it for today. Thank you. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content.